So hello everyone, I'm Keitaro Sakamoto from Morisawa Company. Thank you for participating in my session, and this is the last day of ATypI. Did you enjoy your stay? Yes. Yep. We know São Paulo never sleeps. I was about to get drawn into the town light at night, like birds flock to the lamp. Light is also relevant when we talk about typeface. In this session, I will introduce the experiment about the relationship of typeface and light. I also hope my session will become catalysts that make you interested in Japanese typography. Okay, so let's start. Our lives are surrounded by tons of light, 24 hours, 365 days, till the moment you are asleep, we are illuminated at everywhere. The shipment volume of cell phone and other devices is said to be almost 2.5 billion by the end of this year in the world. You also have experienced lighting in a dark place with using smartphone screen instead of mug light or flashlight. I would tell people in the world are carrying the flashlight regardless day or night. So have you imagined how much cell phone can illuminate the world? Let me introduce a website that symbolically visualizes this situation. This is my favorite, TweetPing. It is mapping people's tweet in real time. How about your country? They are from PC, tablet, or smartphone, telling me at this moment many people around the world are facing the screen. They are illuminated. Our lives have been covered and surrounded by the screen. In Japan, tablet devices will be distributed to students at school instead of paper textbook in 5 years. Well, he's too young, but things like that. And I found a special notebook which has special display you can write with a special pencil. Even a refrigerator has screen on the door. Car is a good example too. All instrument panel is being replaced. This image is from Tesla's website. Pretty cool. I don't know what can I do once I crack the screen. Anyway, the fact about physical button is replaced by screen, which means technique of graphic design is required in more scenes and situations. Well, if that is the case, we Japanese have to think about so many things because we have complex characters. Everyone knows Japanese needs a lot of characters, many of them called kanji, which has been introduced from China around the 1st century. However, Japanese kanji has been developed individually, which caused Japanese people and Chinese people are not able to communicate perfectly with only Chinese characters. For example, even the same kanji, we have totally different meaning in each language. Pen and paper. Yeah, both are true. And this is Adobe Japan 1.6 character sets, which contains more than 20,000 glyphs. Now you have seen a similar thing this morning. Yep. So Japanese kanji, the kanji occupies more than 65% of this chart. However, less than 1% characters in the chart construct 70% of Japanese text. That is kana. Kana is a Japanese own syllable characters. So what is kana doing? When you look up kana in Wikipedia, it comes with kana are syllabic Japanese scripts are part of the Japanese writing system contrasted with the logographic Chinese characters known in Japan as kanji. There are 3 kana scripts, modern cursive hiragana, modern angular katakana, and blah, blah. Yeah, thank you, Wikipedia, exactly. But why this kind of character is necessary? Let's see some example how kana is so important. This is a Japanese novel, and that is written in a vertical way. Enlarge it. For example, these complex characters are kanji, and these 2 kanji characters compose one word. And I have a small round character next to it. This is kana. Kana let us know how to read complex kanji and how to pronounce it. You may have heard about the word ruby. It is a common situation that we cannot understand the meaning of kanji, even we can see what pieces construct the kanji. In that case, kana help us. This is one function of kana. Next, let's look at the whole novel. Please make sure this is written in a vertical way. Kanji has angular shape, so let's mark on it. Only this much. The rest of the majority is kana. What is kana doing? To discover that, I need to look back the history. This picture is one of oldest Japanese book, but you can see angular shapes in there. Yes, it's written in only Chinese characters, I mean kanji characters. Until the Chinese character is transmitted from China as a character that describes the sentence, we Japanese didn't have the original unique character. Unfortunately, Chinese and Japanese have totally different grammar, which was hard for Japanese to adapt to Chinese language system or Chinese character. Therefore, we borrow a Chinese character, then we have gradually get used to that imported character with using the characters, which have similar sound to Japanese or which changing the order in accordance with the Japanese grammar. Kana was invented in that process. We cut down some Chinese characters to indicate the order of reading. For example, that kanji has a sound, and we created kana that has same a sound with rounded shape to distinguish from original kanji letter form. Now we have 50 basic kana characters. I can show you a simple analogy in English. The lower is Japanese translation. I'm going to mark up kanji, which corresponds to English word. I drive a car. The rest of letters are kana. As you can see, kana complement the meaning of between words. Without kana, I cannot understand the whole meaning of sentence exactly. Well, this is a small Japanese class. I hope you can understand that. Well, I just wanted to explain the importance of kana for Japanese. Let's lay this story aside. and let's go back to the topic. We, Morisawa, held a joint research with Shizuoka University. The campus is near to Mount Fuji Mountain. We have collected useful data to explore a method for adjusting the appropriate weights in accordance with the illumination changes. The data shows us how visibility and perception of letters and typefaces can be affected by brightness in a high frequency and rapidly changing environment, such as in the vehicle. Navigation text information is important for the drivers in order to achieve instant decisions, but the interior of the car illuminance changes frequently. Recently, tunnels in Japan are pretty bright, so that text information in the vehicle needs a constantly high visibility, which leads safety. How we did the research? To avoid complication, research was set in simple conditions. We simulated the daylight and night light and the brightness in tunnels. In each case, 3 different weights, light, medium, and bold, are shown on the screen and see the reaction time of the subject. We've set a driving controller, monitor, and lighting. The monitor shows random sentences and imperative sentences, such as turn right or keep straight. And then we measured reaction time and the correctness of a subject under the different illuminance. From the results of the experiment, with respect to the situation of illumination changes, there are clear differences in the trend of reaction time for each weight. From this fact, we convinced that it is necessary to adjust the appropriate weight depending on the illumination changes. We've got another interesting result. In kanji and kana, the reaction time for each letter is sometimes different, even under the same light. Yes, weight adjustment is necessary to be accomplished separately, both kanji and kana. If there is no illumination changes, there is no difference in any weights, therefore there is no need for weight adjustment. What's happened if the illumination is changed under the daylight? Medium weight has good readability both in kanji and kana. However, once you get into the tunnel, which is darker area, they need thicker weight. In this sense, it's bold. And then soon after getting through the tunnel, when the brightness is changed drastically, bold kana and light kanji get good readability. In the night, medium weight is still good, but when it becomes brighter from a dark location, bold kana and light kanji is perfect. On the other hand, when it gets dark from the bright location, medium kana and bold kanji is the best combination. So again, when the illuminance become brighter, the bold kana and light kanji might be better. The illuminance become darker, kanji might be better if it gets more weight. So far, we don't have exact reason why it's happened. It might be caused by complexity of characters or just caused by difference of the letter shape itself. But just considering the role of kanji and kana, I might say this result is very natural and reasonable, because kana complement the meaning of between words. There is a future possibility that the various weights will be appeared in one sentence, especially when the brightness of environment changes frequently. If the advanced technology could control these minute changes, that may help people to make immediate decisions when they're driving. Actually, just changing the style or weight of kana is often widely used as a technique in Japanese graphic design. We also have kana-only font, which help us to make this process easier. InDesign has a special function for Japanese which help you specify the typeface of kanji, kana, and other letters individually. These are samples how the composite font function works. Even when you keep one kanji typeface, you can get different impression by changing a kana typeface. I think this unique expression way of typography has a great potential of evolution if it meets new technology. Demands for screen design, demands for two-dimensional graphic design have been increased again. One thing that we have to aware is that everything can be moved and animated in the screen, even it's a typeface or text. That is most different point from two-dimensional graphic design. I hope experts like type designers and user interface developer, for example, would understand and exchange the technology of each to make our world cooler constantly. Well, I may go so fast, but I wish this experiment would shine the future of typography. Thank you for your attention.